like,
Hey,
well,
nah,
I
hey,
love to
hold
work
up.
with. And
guy,
then he's
you
like, very
cool though
flexible
still,
because I
man.
want
I
to get into
like you,
martial arts.
Ali. But hey, what is
Ali,
this, my guy?
Ali, you got 2 seconds. I need to figure out where you going with this, man.
Today we're
Let's
gonna
go.
go over his 90-day transformation, which is how to change your life in 90 days. I highly suggest you guys not only just watch it, but like as he's telling you to write these things down, just go through it like it's a class, like an like exercise.
A little wheel, and we're going to divide it into 3 categories for work, health, and relationships. Now, within those 3 categories, we're going to further subdivide them into another 3 categories. So within the category of work, we have mission, money, and growth. Within health, we've got body, mind, and heart. And then within relationships, we've got romantic, family, and friends. And now that we've got these 9 categories, we want to ask ourselves the question that in each of these categories, how satisfied do I currently feel with where my life is at? And you give yourself a little rating from 0 to 10 in each of these different categories, and it'll give you a bit
That's
of a
dope.
visual
Yeah.
representation of
It's
which
super
areas of your
simple.
life, by your own estimation,
Yeah.
are going well, that you are very satisfied.
It's super simple. It's like, okay. And I think it definitely forces you to really become aware,
Mm-hmm.
because you're like, damn, how do I feel about in this sector of my life? Okay, damn, I probably think I could do a little better with my finances. Like, damn, like, to be honest, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Be 100%
Like,
honest
yeah,
too.
like, or damn, I've been putting up. Like, I remember at one point I had to realize, like, damn, I was bullshitting when it came to romance. Like, I
Mhm.
was like waiting for everything else to get in alignment, and then I don't know why, but I was feeling like, no, I don't deserve to like enjoy like romance until like all of these things are aligned.
Yeah, I think
But deep down inside, I kind of wanted romance. But
right.
then I was like, nah. Like, I felt like I was like, no. If you want that, you got to get these things in life
Yeah.
first. So and then I had to like accept, like, damn. So that, like, if I would have done this, like, damn, yeah, my romance, bitch, I'm at a 2.
Yeah, yeah,
You
100%.
know
I'm
what
the
I mean?
same. I'm the same
Yeah,
way, right
yeah.
there with you, bro. Like my romance levels are like super low. I scored that low as hell because
For real.
it's not like on the top of the list of like, like, oh yeah, we got date night, like that's good enough. Like, but nah, it's like it's kind of like little small things. You know what I mean? Those
Yeah,
small things
facts.
count, and
Yeah, yeah,
those things count as romance towards your girlfriend or
facts.
your significant other, fiance or wife, whatever.
Mhm.
They're not sitting there counting, or you shouldn't count, but you should just think about it and just start
Right,
to
right,
just kind of pull the trigger on those things and just do them,
right,
execute.
right. This is dope.
For improvement. I find this personally to be a very good exercise to do whenever I'm feeling any kind of vague sense of unease about my life, because then it puts actual somewhat objective, well, subjective numbers on the thing. And then there is a 10th category that I like to add to the list, which is joy. And I usually put that outside of the wheel, because with all this like personal development stuff, if you watch this channel, you probably watch other personal improvement, self-development channels. It can be very easy to just be so fixated on growth that we forget to actually enjoy the present moment. And sometimes when I want to figure out how I'm going to change my life in 90 days, it actually becomes less about I want to improve personal developmentally in any of these particular areas. And it might just be, I actually want to experience more joy. And so, reminders to myself to enjoy the present moment and take a step back and to actually rest, things like that. So the Wheel of Life is one very quick and easy way to reflect on where your life is at right now. There is another one that I like. It's a very simple journaling prompt, and you can take a page, you can do this in a physical journal if you want. I like these particular Harry Potter Moleskine journal book thingies. And you basically split the page into 4 parts. In the first column, you have work. In the second column, you have life. And then in the first row, you have what's working. And in the second row, you have what's not working. And then you set a timer for 5 minutes, you put on some vibey background music, and you just sort of fill in a few bullet points in each of these different categories without overthinking it. Now, I have a little rule for myself whenever I do stuff like this, which is that the what's working category has to have at least twice as many things as the what's not working.
Like those little graphs showing it like what's working, I think those are effective because it's like, all right, it kind of makes you look at it and be like, okay, what's really working, like that I'm doing towards the thing that I'm trying to achieve. And if you don't write it down, then it's kind of like you're just trying to keep it all in your head. And we have so much shit we're thinking about day to day, bro. Like if you're not
realistically, that's not effective.
yeah, it's not
long
effective,
term,
man. And then what's not working is super important too, because if it's not working and you're sitting there stabbing at it all the time, then why keep doing it? Just come up with another plan, like come up with another way of doing it. And or try to change up the concept a little bit or whatever. you know,
Mhm.
and see how long it's been. And it's like, oh damn, it's been like, you know, a week or 2 weeks, and it's like this, I'm getting the same result, you know.
Mhm. I think the cool thing too about putting it on paper, it's almost like you're treating it just like, bro, this is like homework. It's like a little math problem,
Yep.
and you don't attach it so much to like I think when you're trying to think about everything in your head, you're like, oh, but like, what am I doing that's working? It's like, bro, relax. Just
Yeah.
like, bro, draw a little graph, treat it like an exercise,
Mhm.
and just write. And
Yeah.
then you'll see it there on paper, and it's like, okay, damn, yeah, this is actually what's working. This is what's not, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's just you're just putting down what's what. You're putting down data, and then it's just data to keep going based off of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because this is life is, bro. I've accepted. I think before, I think I used to try to sprint a lot, and I've accepted, bro. Like life is a marathon, you know.
Yep. Like
And
my
it's
boy
like,
Nip said.
yeah, Nipsey, bro. Nipsey hit it on the head, bro.
Mhm.
And it really is a marathon, man. And it's like all progress is good progress, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I fuck with this.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. And you guys have to understand that writing things down, and like we're by far not professionals in productivity or
Not
nothing
at
like that.
all.
We're still learning as
We're
well,
soaking
but
in game.
we
Yeah.
do understand that writing things down and building that second brain. There's a book called Building Your Second Brain. You guys could go read that too. And like you'll understand that we take in a million things a day.
Mm.
So if we're not writing certain things down that we feel that are important, it's gonna affect us where we're gonna get lost in the sauce between all the things we write, like we have stored in our head, and we try to remember in our
Right.
memory membrane, whatever the fuck.
Right.
It's like, bro, like it's too much. So we have to compartmentalize things and try to write them down and section off, and like you have to section off what's important, what's not important, and like
Mhm.
kind of write those things down, especially in your daily life. So it's important, man.
Facts.
Smart, you're probably very good looking, but you also probably have a tendency to beat yourself up about things that haven't quite gone to plan or that haven't quite gone perfectly. But if the rule for the exercise is that the what's working category must have at least twice as many items in it as the what's not working category, it forces type A people like us to actually find gratitude in the things that we do already have. Because let's be honest, you know, we all want to change our
That's
life in the next 90
hilarious,
days
bro.
and stuff,
It's
but you
literally what I
know,
was
things are
just
going
saying.
pretty well.
Yep,
You're
literally
probably in
just
pretty
said that.
reasonable physical health. Your mental health is probably pretty reasonable. It could be a lot worse. Sure, your finances maybe aren't quite in the
Oh,
place
like
where
how
you
he
want them to
waved
be,
at us,
but you
man.
probably have a roof over your head. You're probably watching this on some sort of fancy device. You probably got an internet connection. Your friends
Yeah,
and family
for
are
real.
probably, for the most part, reasonably healthy. Yes, of course, we want to grow, but we want to grow from a place of satisfaction with where we currently are at.
Yeah.
If
That's
we
fire.
grow from a place of dissatisfaction with where we're currently at, that actually, you know, I guarantee when your lot in life improves, you will still feel that dissatisfaction.
Wow.
There's a guy
You'll
called Brendan
never-
Bashard,
you'll
who's a
never
mentor of
go-
mine, and he has a phrase,
You'll never go
strive
anywhere.
satisfied.
This
I
guy,
just love that
this
idea.
guy fucks.
Strive satisfied. It's okay to
No,
strive
Ali,
for more,
you fuck,
but we
man.
really want to be trying to
Nah,
be
that's-
satisfied and
bruh,
grateful for where we
that
already are at. Now,
is
another very productive way to spend your time
right
is
on
learning.
point, bro.
And one of my favorite
Like that right there is a gem.
Yeah. That's why it's good to have a
When
gratitude
you
journal. Too.
pursue success from satisfaction and gratitude already,
Mm-hmm.
that is major, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
This guy fucks.
Just want to put it out there. He's a back shotter.
Hey, yo, what the
But
yo?
he gives back shots. He doesn't take them.
You interviewed the ladies, right?
Ali, sorry, man. This is how we are. You know, if you ever come across this small channel
Yeah,
here,
for
this humble channel.
we appreciate you sharing. Me and him look like cousins. bro.
Yeah,
Like, we
y'all
could
do
be
look alike.
cousins.
Yeah, you just need the glasses.
Yeah, I'm a little more Latino, a little more urban, but
Strive satisfied.
I like this guy.
Okay, gonna skip that.
Shout out to the sponsors, though, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
We look forward to creating some good partnerships and some good
future.
sponsorships.
It's very
in the
difficult
future.
to make any kind of changes to our life if we don't have a compelling vision for where we actually want to go. This doesn't have to be exact. You don't have to know exactly where you want to go, but we do need to have some sort of direction to aim in. Because if the vision, if the future that we're working towards is not actually better than where we're at now, there's no motivation, there's no momentum to actually make any kind of changes to our life. My personal favorite way to create a compelling vision for the future is what I call the 3-year sketch. which is basically you imagine today's date 3 years from now, and then you just generally write down, I like doing it in a physical journal for various reasons. What does life look like today, 3 years from now, if things go according to plan or if things go well? 3 years from now, where will you be living? What kind of house are you going to be living in? Who are the sorts of people that you have around you? How's your physical health, mental health, emotional health?
Wow.
How meaningful and fulfilling does what you're doing for work actually feel to you? How much spare time do you have to work on passions and hobbies
Damn,
and
how
stuff?
much of us,
Now, this
or
is
how
something
many
that
of us
takes a
do
little
that?
bit of
Like
time
a 3-year
in my
out,
quarterly alignment
5-year out.
workshops
Like
and annual
To
planning
be
workshops,
honest,
which I
I
do
always do
completely
it
free
like a
online.
year
So
or
if you,
so.
I feel
if you
like
want
we always did it only with like the film stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
Yeah.
only like, yo, man, trust me, like, yo, when the movies pop off, like we're gonna have like this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But we never like one thing when I started dating Sam, like she does great at writing down
Mm-hmm.
her goal, and that's what he's saying. Like, yo, and I think it helps because we see that with the movies.
Yeah,
We have a
yeah.
good idea, we write it down,
Yep. You gotta do the
then
same
we
thing in life.
marinate it, then we're like, yo, what you think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, oh shit, I kind of like this, I kind of like that. Then I write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Then we turn it into a bigger beat sheet. Then we turn it into a script. Then that script becomes fucking produced. Then we have a movie at the end
Mm-hmm.
of it. You know what I mean? Then the world gets to enjoy it. So it's like we see the value of writing things down. And I think everyone could do better by really doing this and journaling.
Yep.
Like this is major, bro.
For sure. For sure. And it gives you a clearer picture too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right,
that path you're walking on doesn't look as dark anymore.
Mhm.
It's got some light to it.
right.
So no matter what comes in your way, you can at least see it,
Mhm.
and then you can react to it positively,
And
you
you
know,
can-
like
And you can ask yourself certain questions of like what he said, like who do I want to be around in the next 5 years? It's like, damn, what
Yep.
type of people? Like
Yep.
that's a very man.
And those are tough questions. These are not easy
bro. I was
questions,
about to
bro.
say that
These are not easy
because
questions,
it's
like
like,
at
damn,
all.
you would think like, yeah, my family and like my friends, but it's
Yeah, my
like,
dog.
damn,
Oh shit, oh my dog be acting up.
my dog be crazy
Yeah,
sometimes,
he
and
be acting
like,
crazy.
bruh, you know, like that's facts, man.
Yeah, this
Damn.
is he's really hitting it on the nail with this. You know what I
It
mean?
like forces you to focus more on like, because it's also saying if you're asking yourself who do I want to be around in the next 5 years, you're kind of also asking like, what do I value?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what do I value that I want to continue to involve in my life, and what do I want to be around my life?
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
and then like if you're the type of person that likes to like go out in club and bars, go to bars and stuff like that, and then you're like, oh, 3, 5 years from now, like, do I still want to be doing that? And then
True.
who are the friends
True.
around me that I do that with? And then okay, damn, well, will I still want to be doing that with them, or would I want to do
True.
something else with them? Like
Where
be
it might
making
have
money
been
with them, or
autopilot before, but now
right.
you're like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna want to do this for like the next
Mhm.
5 years all the
Yeah.
time, every weekend. Like,
Right.
so then where exactly do I see myself with these friends? Or
Right.
so
It's true, bro.
yeah, and it's good.
Also,
And then it brings up conversations with friends, real
and your
conversations.
homies might actually be like, damn, I'll
Exactly.
be willing to try some different shit. Like,
Saying that,
yo,
you
let's
know,
go to
and the
those.
ones that don't, the
Mhm.
ones that don't want it, like, then you can see it. You can accept it, but at
Right.
least you can
Right.
see it and be like, okay, cool. He probably won't be coming with me on the journey
Right.
in 2
And
years,
that's
3 years,
okay. Like,
and that's
we could
okay,
still
bro.
make time every time. You know, we could go catch a game at the bar. We could go watch the Heat game, catch a beer or two. It's like, and
Yep.
then,
The
you know,
best relationships from friendships are the ones
Mhm.
that just like you haven't seen them, you don't hear from them, you don't like.
Right.
There's distance between it, all that, and
Mhm.
when you see them, it's like almost yesterday. Those are the best relationships. It's not
True.
the motherfuckers
It's
that's like,
organic.
damn,
Yeah.
I don't hear from you at all, motherfucker.
Well, you
Blah blah.
ain't. Yeah.
Like then you know that's
Mhm.
not the real one. The homie is always
Mhm.
gonna be the one that's gonna be like, damn, it's good to see you, bro.
Right.
Like
Right.
blah blah.
Right.
No
And
matter how long it's
respect
been,
that
y'all
y'all
can
on different
laugh.
paths.
Yup, y'all
Yeah.
on different paths. Y'all can laugh, have a good time,
Mhm.
and it's truly authentic.
Yeah. That's
So
facts. That's
but yeah,
facts.
Join those, you can sign up to my email list and I'll let you know when the next one is. But in those workshops, we do this as like a almost like half an hour visualization-y, you close your eyes and you imagine different futures and stuff. That's generally quite a nice way of doing it because you're sitting down to actually do the exercise and other people, at least on Zoom or maybe around you, are also doing the thing. But of course, if you're watching this video, this is the sort of thing you can also do solo. So if you're sitting at your desk or something, I'd suggest if you really want to make the most of this exercise, maybe go for a walk, maybe listen to some nice music. Generally, instrumental is better than lyrics. And really just try and visualize your absolute best life 3 years from now. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. Don't allow limiting beliefs and stuff to hold you back. Like, oh, it's not realistic, it's not possible, it's not practical. We don't need to worry about any of that stuff. We just literally want to imagine that visualization, imagine that dream life 3 years from now. This is what paints that compelling picture of the future that we want to work towards. And that description should feel exciting. If you look at that description, you should be
Word
like,
up,
yeah,
Ali.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty freaking sick
Word up,
if I
word
could
up,
get
Ali,
there
Ali,
in the
swing
next
like a
3 years.
butterfly, sting
That
like a bee.
excitement, that
Word
feeling
up.
of
Ali,
excitement is
Ali.
what's going to generate the motivation to actually do the things it takes to change your life in the next 90 days. Now, I've been doing this for the last several years, and I've always just had a 3-year sketch written out in terms of like what I want, either on the computer or on Notion or in my journal. But actually, last week, my wife Izzy hosted a vision boarding
we're supposed to
workshop
do that. We were
for
just
our
talking about
productivity
that.
That's
annual planning
hilarious.
event.
We
And
can
for the
do it.
first
You
time,
know what? We can set
by
a date
following along
next
in that
week,
workshop,
and
I
we'll
actually
do it.
created my own vision
Because
board. And
sorry
I have
guys,
my
I'm gonna
vision
pause
board.
it here.
This is currently what
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah,
Our girls, our ladies are supposed to be doing a vision board party together, and we were considering doing it because I'm like, yo, that is actually pretty dope. But it did kind of feel a little bit like a female activity.
yeah, it was in the beginning, like that's what it
Right,
was,
right.
like there. But I was like,
No,
damn,
but I'm
that's
saying
tight.
even in general, like,
What?
oh, you saying like because the females were getting together to do it, or
Yeah, that was the
oh,
original
I feel
intention.
like in general, like you hear about like oh vision boards, and it sounds like a female thing to me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It sounds like oh like Pinterest or like you could cut out magazines, and it just sounds like almost feminine. But and then it's
Yeah.
like, what's the problem with it? That's actually dope because now you're trying to like create the vision for your life. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I always thought it was cool. I think
Oh,
when I did it back in
Mhm.
like 2019 or 2020, I think I was just a little bit too like vague and like too
My boy
vanity
said,
based.
$2 million in
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Bam. Post that on my vision board.
Yeah.
Ferrari. Bam. Porsche
Yeah.
911 Turbo.
Which is not wrong. It's just that as you get older, like, you know, your mindset changes a little bit.
See ya.
That's funny. But yeah, yeah, no, this time around we can set up a date next week and just do like a vision board. That's it. Like,
Okay.
let's just do it.
Yeah, I'm down for
You know.
that.
So originally it was
Homies doing vision boards now, homie.
yeah,
If y'all got a problem
where
with
it's
it,
at.
say something in the comments, man.
Man, they doing vision boards in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, straight
Cats is
up.
putting up the
Straight
guns
up.
they want, all that shit on the
Yo,
vision board. I want the
yeah, man.
new Keanu Reeves fucking
Glock 2000.
yeah.
One of my vision board looks like. And this only took me about 10-15 minutes to put together, but actually looking at it now just feels really good. I'm like,
Hey,
oh,
nah,
I'd
hey,
love to work
hold
towards
up,
this.
man.
Ali, this
So I've
one.
got this like
You
jacked
got
dude who's like
cool
very
though
flexible,
still,
'cause
man. I
I'm
like
into
you,
martial
Ali.
arts.
But hey, what is
Ali.
this, my guy?
Ali, you got 2 seconds. You got 2 seconds to figure. I need to figure out where you going with this, man.
Improve my flexibility and mobility. You know, if my office could look like this with a lot of greenery and a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
books,
what's
that would
up,
be pretty
man.
cool.
Came
It'd be
back.
pretty
You
cool
came
to have
back
a
with
really
it. That's
sick
what's
house
up.
3 years from now. This
Makes
picture here is a
sense.
co-working space or some sort of office. I'd love to build some sort of office for me
Damn,
and my
that-
team
yo,
that like
facts,
has
man,
great
for
vibes
us.
and stuff. and we can
that
all work
that
in
I seen that. I
person.
was like,
These
damn,
are some
that would
random
be
Yeah,
nice.
we gotta put that
screenshots
on
that
the
I got
vision
off
board. Yeah,
Pinterest,
me and
and
Nate.
that feels pretty
and,
compelling because me and my team are
Nate,
working on building
the
productivity
crew.
software.
Yeah, we would
We've released one
definitely
called
love to have
VoicePal
a
already. I'll
dope
put a link
little
down below if
office
you want to check
set
it
up,
out.
man.
And there's a
Yeah.
couple of others that we're working on, Super Focus and Progress Pal, and then a couple of others. 3 years from now, it would be nice to have 3 kids. Probably not going to happen, but
You
hey,
ended up
you know,
having a
it's the
kid.
directionality of
Nah, not 3,
vision.
just
Why
1.
not? I want to get better at singing and guitar and
far.
songwriting, which is why
He
there's a
wants to
picture of
do-
John Mayer. This picture is sort of hosting
this
dinners
nigga
with
wanna do a
friends.
lot. He
you know,
wanna
social
fucking be a
vibes.
singer.
This is 2 people doing acro
He wants to
yoga.
stretch
My
his
wife Izzy
lady
is super
out.
into yoga. I absolutely
Ain't
suck
trying
at
to play
like flexibility,
tennis?
and so I'd love
Yo.
to be able to do acro yoga with her. I want to get
Oh,
really good
squash?
at playing
Play squash,
squash,
boy.
this sort of stuff, and actually just seeing
Doo-doo.
this vision board.
Yo, play
you know,
tennis,
thanks to the
man.
workshop that my wife hosted.
Pick
I'm
up
like,
a racket,
this is so
dude."
nice. This genuinely paints a compelling vision for the future that I want to get to. And so when you have one of these compelling future visiony type things to actually
That's
work
dope,
towards,
man.
everything becomes a lot easier in terms of the motivation and momentum to actually do the stuff it takes to change your life in 90 days. If you want to create your own vision board, there are dozens and dozens of YouTube tutorials about how to do so. You can just do that. I'm into all this productivity
get that
stuff,
book.
and for the first time I've made a vision board and I'm like, oh, this is actually quite nice. So I actually would recommend doing this. And that brings us on to step 3, which is to plan your 2 main quests. So there is a productivity strategy that I think is really, really, really helpful for changing your life in any capacity. And that is the concept of quarterly quests. This is basically where you set
facts.
goals that you're going to accomplish in the next 12 weeks, in the next 90
Pause
days,
it,
in the next
'cause,
quarter.
I
Hence
think
the
me
phrase
and you had to
quarterly
kinda
quests.
discover
Now,
that
why
for
do I call them
ourselves.
quests rather than goals or
Because
tasks?
me and Nate, we grew up with, dads who cared, bro. They wanted to make sure we weren't doing dumb shit.
Yep.
Wanted to make sure we knew the morals, the values, working hard, being respectful, not acting a damn fool when you're out in the streets. But and then at the same time, my dad was fucking hard on me, especially when, you know, the man's coming home fucking 8 at night from work, trying to help me with homework, tired. I'm not getting it. He's struggling with it himself, so he getting mad at me.
Yeah.
But so it's like I think pursuing what we were pursuing and something outside of the box of, oh, we're gonna be filmmakers and we're creating ideas and we're posting them on YouTube. And at first it was so easy, and then once we started pursuing bigger goals, it was just like, man, I gotta take it serious. Like I put
Yeah.
this fucking big pressure on it. And I think even sometimes y'all would feel it where it was like, damn, bro, all right, we're gonna film. Like it's not that serious. But it's like, yo, come on. Yeah. And it was like it created this weird energy, but it came from me not knowing, like, oh, okay. It's okay to want to pursue those things, but and then do it from a place of like excitement, bro. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
gotta be so stressed. Like the
Right.
world's not gonna end
And it's tough
if you don't get
because
it perfect.
right.
You
And it's
know?
tough because we did need that structure. We needed a structure
True.
badly
Right,
because
right.
you can tell like transitioning from doing just YouTube skits and then saying,
To
"Oh yeah, we
film,
want to do
yeah.
film now." And then there was no like framework that we knew about in film.
Right.
We just
Even
knew our
right.
framework when it came to YouTube. Film was just like,
Right.
okay, we just
And
saw things.
we didn't even have the proper framework for our YouTube and for our
Right,
audience.
exactly. We didn't even
We were just
build
like
that out yet.
playing with a toy, and it was like, all
Yeah,
right,
we're done with
done
this
with it.
toy. Going to the next toy. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so to the RTH Army members that are still hanging around, man, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for putting up with our
hell
shit.
yeah, for sure.
And we're gonna get it right this time.
Yeah, make it fun, man. Make your quest fun. Make
for
this
real.
productivity shit fun. Find a fun way to do it, man. He's not lying.
Especially for anyone who's young, anyone who's like early 20s, who wants to really pursue like your best vision of your life and you want to give it your all. Listen to what he's saying, man. Start from a place of satisfaction. Think of
Yeah.
all the blessings that you've already been given, even if you had a rough upbringing. Bruh, I promise you there's some blessings in there. Definitely be thankful for it. If you have a crew, if you have a group of friends, man, keep that communication open. Remember, if you're the one that's like responsible, remember that at the end of the day, everyone's still young, everyone's having fun, bro. So just do your best to have grace. And just yeah, man, push forward with that satisfaction, like he said, man.
Agreed.
This guy fucks.
Spirit of play, the spirit of fun, finding ways to enjoy it, even with something trivial like calling a 90-day goal
Looking a
a
little
quarterly
zesty.
quest,
No,
just makes it feel a little bit more
my
fun.
boy is
I'm
It's like you're on
talking
some
shit,
sort of
man.
adventure. Now the key thing here, and my personal recommendation, is that in the category of work
It's like what Greg
and the category of life,
it gotta be
you're
fun,
only
nigga."
allowed to have one main quest each. There are two mistakes that people make when it comes to this sort of stuff, from what I've
Commercial.
seen. Mistake
All
number
good.
one is
Wait till it's done. Oh, 44 seconds. Wow.
Look, I get all of this is like super helpful, super productive. But at this point, I think he's just showing off.
Yeah, for real. Ali, thank you for making us realize how much we do in our lives and how much we challenge ourselves.
While you guys are watching videos of big booties, I'm a
Just clapping
doctor.
everywhere.
I'm
I'm a doctor making money
I'm
with my
writing a
wife.
book. I have a YouTube channel that's helping thousands of people.
I don't just fap and beat my meat all day. I actually have stuff I'm doing.
Wow, bro. This is yeah, man. This
Shout
is
out
pretty
to
dope.
Ali, man.
And it's like it's just so simple, bro. It like yeah, damn. I definitely, me personally, I know for sure. I definitely gotta do more of this.
And guys,
Yeah.
thank you again for watching our video.
Mhm.
We're gonna continue with this, with reactions. Let us know if you like it or not. If you like it, we're gonna continue to find productivity videos all over the internet and just kind of like, cut out the good stuff so you don't have to do it yourself. You can find it here. But again, like,
And we could watch it
subscribe.
together because this is my
Exactly.
first time watching it.
Like it, subscribe, please, guys, and hit the notification bell. You know what I mean? Let that algorithm work for us so that we can change our algorithm. We
Yo,
can stop seeing booty
for
on our
real.
freaking pages, bro.
For real.
If y'all not commenting, all we gonna see is ass and titties, and like we trying to be faithful men, right?
For real.
Okay, so yeah,
real.
hit that like button, man.
Come on.
Love
Come
y'all.
on.
See ya.